Hey guys, I'm Kate Simsley and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, I'm of course glad you're back. And if you're new, welcome in. We are building a family home in The Sims 4. It's a Mediterranean style home with 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. This was built in the SanSequoia world on, I forget the name of the lot. You can see it in the top left of the screen. And I'm quite happy with the way this came out. I did edit a lot of footage out. Like, it was a lot of, I don't even know. I started good. I was on a roll. Things were coming together really quickly. Everything was fine. But then I started messing around, and there was a lot of footage of me just changing and moving things and rearranging things and messing with things. And so I cut all that out. So it comes together seamlessly in effect, like in the video, but in real life it did not. Still, it is here, and it is together. The video is about 20 minutes, and I'm happy with the result. I love the way that it came out, and I think it's cozy and cute. I had built this originally as a rental, but when it was all done, I went and looked at it, and it was too personalized to be a rental. Like, I had clutter and stuff in the kids' rooms and things that you just would not find in a rental. I am going to build another rental lot in some of these worlds. But, yeah, this was not it. I don't think I would rent a place, unless maybe, like, if it was an Airbnb, I guess. But it is very personalized, and there's a lot of kids clutter around and whatnot, and so I didn't think it would work as a rental. So it is a residential lot, and I like it a lot. I did fiddle with the windows here. I had started, like, put them, like, up the stairs kind of thing, but I didn't like the way that looked, and so I just straightened them out. We start on the outside, so, like, I do a lot of the front of the house first. You'll see, like, I'm going to put already did, actually. I put, a bush and some, like, I don't know, landscaping out front. And then I'm going to put vines up the house. Then we move inside, which, like, I got the floor plan together, and then I start in the kitchen. But then I jump back outside to the backyard, and I do the pool area, and then I go back inside, and I'm kind of all over the place at first, but then it starts to come together pretty quickly. The one kid's room is the longest room. Like, it's one of the longer rooms. It just took me so long. Like, it wasn't that it was hard. It was not hard. It came together really well. I just kept wanting to add more and change things, and so there was a lot of editing in that room, and it looks like it's really quick, but in real life, it really wasn't. I don't know what I was doing. See, the problem is, while I'm building, I'm watching videos. Like, I'm either watching other builders, like other Sims videos. I watch a lot of James Turner and his Let's Plays. They're probably the only Let's Plays that I watch, but he's hilarious. And so I watch them. If you have not, you really, really should. I'll try to remember to link to his channel in the description, but seriously, everybody knows who he is. And if not, you can find him. Just search Sims and he'll come up. But his Let's Plays are just fun. Like, I really enjoy watching them, and I don't normally enjoy Let's Plays, but I really like his. He's a lot of fun. Plus, he does all these crazy challenges and, like, ranks to riches and stuff like that. It's just fun to me. I don't really play the game. I mostly just build. I do play tests. Like, everything's play tested to make sure it works. But, like, to really get into playing, I have not done in so long. I did have, okay, you know what? I had one family that I absolutely loved. They were called the Winslows, and they were fantastic. They were so sweet, and I had like 4 or 5 generations of them, and then the oldest ones died, and I just never got back into it. It broke my heart. Well, the oldest, that's a lie. That's a lie. The oldest ones died, but then the second generation down, when they got old and died, it was over for me. Like, it was just over. It originally started out, they were twin girls, and then they had kids, and then their kids had kids. And yeah, by the time it got to that and they had died off, I was done. There was no going back. And so, yeah, I have not really played a lot since then. I do have a couple of Sims that I do play with now and again. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. I think that I just don't have the attention span. My ADHD just gets the best of me, and I can't focus. But I do enjoy building, and I like building houses. I actually did play Cottage Living. I played that a lot, and I played Dream Home Decorator. So those two I played a lot. But yeah, I don't really do that anymore. I do want to get back into some of them, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. You'll see here I'm just cluttering up the kitchen. It's pretty simple. I put some, like, wine bottles, though they're not, nectar bottles, whatever they are, I think they're actually, one of them is like olive oil. The other two I think are like alcohol. They look like alcohol bottles, but I don't think they're supposed to be because, The Sims is very family friendly. But I did put that on the counter, and I put a coffee maker. There's also a microwave, and yeah, just everything basic you needed in the kitchen. But we move out to the pool here, and it looks like it comes together really easily, but it does not. In fact, I had to cut up the footage because I started on the pool, then I moved here, then I went back to the pool, so I kind of stitched it together. I just hit my desk. It looks like that I did it in order. I talk with my hands, and I don't know why, but I always hit either the microphone or the desk because I don't know. I don't know why I do it, but I do talk with my hands, and I'm always hitting things. But I put a little fountain here and 2 benches, and I just popped 2 plants in the other ones, which I think I already did. But I thought it looked cute. I add some more plants out here and planters. But the pool area is the main focus of this space, and I think it came out kind of cute. We're going to jump back inside. So I think we jump in and we do the dining room. Now, the dining room I'm not really happy with. It's a little more rustic than I wanted. I wanted the house to be modern and clean and just, yeah, that's the only way I can describe it. Modern and clean. But then when I went into the dining room, for whatever reason, I made it very rustic. I could not pick a table. The footage is not in here, I cut it out. But I tried probably every table that's in the game, and I didn't want any of them. I don't know what the deal was. I like the Dream of Home decorator tables. I like them. I like that kind of style, but it wasn't working in my brain at the moment. Now, looking back, it probably worked better than this. You'll see. I do like the dining room though, and it still does end up being slightly modern. It's just more rustic than I had intended. And yeah, as most of my builds are, I really like the rustic look, I guess. I did put some string lights. They're from City Living. I put them out in the back by the pool. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Some lights in the bottom of the pool. But like I said, we're moving into the dining room here, and you can see already, it is more rustic than I intended. But I think it's pretty. It's very white. All the furniture is white and clean, and yeah, it made me happy. Other than that, I don't really know. We're going to move on to the living room next, and it looks like it comes together easily, but again, it doesn't. But it looks like it does, and that's all that matters. It was a lot of editing. I know that I need to come up with another way to film my builds. And everybody's like, practice making the house first. Build it, take it down, and rebuild it. But every time I do that, it ends up as something totally different because I change my mind, or I change this, or I don't know. It just doesn't work for me to do that. I don't have the attention span for it. And yeah, but I need something. I need to do something. Maybe if I tried to build one room at a time and then just film that, and then I can always come back and add the clutter and the decorations that y'all don't need to see because it's kind of boring. But yeah, I don't know. We're going to figure that out because it's a little much. I don't know. Anyway, here we are moving on to the living room, and it is a lot more modern than the dining room. I did do, I take these tables away. I started with them. They're going to go away. Just don't pay attention to them. But I did use the Dream Home Decorator shelves for a TV stand, and I think that it worked out pretty well. You're not going to see, I fiddled around for 20 minutes with the little square shelves trying to get them to go around the TV, and I didn't like the way they are. The thing that bugs me about these Dream Home Decorator things is some of them click together and other ones don't. And then the ones that do, sometimes they click in weird places, and then you can't get them off there without pulling everything. And it's very frustrating. I love the concept of it, but I don't know that it was executed properly. Who knows? Anyway, it is pretty nice outside today. It's 20-something degrees, which is unheard of at the end of September where I live. Usually it's getting cool. The leaves are starting to change on our trees and stuff, and you can tell it's fall, and it gets cool at night, but it's still so nice during the day, and it's just making me really happy. So I've been spending some time outside, and I plan to do that this afternoon as well. I think I'm going to go for a walk or something. I need to get out of my house. I'm kind of going insane lately. If you've been watching, my parents are here, and we don't know for, I think they're just here indefinitely. I don't think they're leaving. They bought me a couch, they bought a new couch for my house and everything. So they're here, that's fine. It's totally fine. I don't mind. But I'm getting overwhelmed because my father, for whatever reason, he has an issue with hoarding food. I don't know why. I'm assuming it's because, like, when they were younger, his mother did the same thing, and she did. Like, she had 7 kids, so she always had an ample amount of food. But, like, to the point, she once gave me Molly McButter. It's like a shake-on butter. I don't know. That expired in 1982, and it was like 2003. So, yeah, no. But she definitely had a problem with hoarding, and my dad seems to have inherited that same issue, but only with food. Well, I say that, but they have a lot of stuff too. But like, mostly it's food. And so I'm opening my fridge this morning, and food is falling out of the fridge. Like, don't get me wrong, it's great to have a lot of food. But the problem is, because there's so much food in the fridge, it's blocking the airflow, and so food is freezing or it's going bad or whatever. And I was very overwhelmed this morning, so I kind of freaked out, as I do all the time. I just fly off the handle because I'm crazy. I don't know. I don't know why I do it, but I got very overwhelmed. It took me about 20 minutes to find a snack for my child for school because it was hidden in the back of the fridge behind all this crazy food that we don't need. Anyway, it was a little overwhelming, and so my mom is very passive-aggressively angry at me today, and so she's not speaking to me, but she'll get over it. It's just who she is. She's just very passive. She won't say it to me. She'll say it to my dad, and it just annoys me. I'm the type of person that if I am mad at you or if I don't like something, I speak up and I just tell it how it is, and if you can't handle it, well, sucks to be you. And she is not that person. She will super passively say it to my dad or to someone else. It's not for me. But anyway, this morning I was mad. I wasn't mad at her, but I was mad at the situation. I got upset with her because she had like 4 canisters for making cinnamon rolls in the fridge. And like, I told her a week ago, I'm like, are you going to bake these? And she was like, yeah, we're going to bake them tonight or whatever. They never did. And they're still sitting there, and that's what fell out of the fridge. So I said to her, either make them this weekend or they're going in the freezer. Not in the garbage. They're new. Like, I'm not going to throw them away. But they can go in the freezer. It's not a big deal. But, yeah, no. They fell out this morning, and so I was like, are we going to bake these? She said, well, I was going to, but now your daughter is not going to be here. It's not her fault. She has a life. But, yeah, so she got all mad and snotty and told me to throw them away. I was like, oh my God, I'm putting them back in the fridge. But yeah, then she wasn't talking to me because I was upset that food was falling out of the fridge and it took me half an hour to find a pudding. I don't know. It was a mess this morning. It was a mess. So now she's gone out and not talking to me. And it makes me feel bad because I'm not mad at you. It's overwhelming. It shouldn't take me 40 minutes to get a lunch together because I can't find things. But whatever. It's fine. There's a solution to this. I brought it up like 2 weeks ago. My dad's like, okay, we're going to buy a second fridge and put it in the garage. No, we're not. We're not doing that. That is not a solution. Like, buying another fridge so that we have 2 isn't solving the problem. The problem is that you're buying food we don't need. Like, you have to understand the situation. I already had a full house. Like, when they came to stay here, I had a full house. It had furniture, I had food, I had a fridge, I have a freezer. Like, I have everything. And then they came and brought their things. So now we have 2 full households in one house. And it's hard for me. Like, I'm not I'm very chaotic. I have stuff everywhere. That's who I am at my very core. It's my ADHD, I'm telling you. I'm like a walking tornado. But they make me look tiny. They have so much stuff. It's unbelievable. Not to complain, like, whatever, their stuff's nice. But it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. And my biggest problem is that when I see like a big mess, like if I go in my room and it's a giant mess, I immediately shut down. Like, there's no dealing with that for me. If it's someone else's mess, I can very easily organize it, go through it, clean it up. It's perfect. My mess, I can't. I don't know why. And that's what's kind of happening now. Like, I go in my garage, and actually I can barely get in my garage right now because their stuff is in there. And I immediately get overwhelmed, and I turn around and I leave. But we're to the point that we have 2 freezers in our garage. They're both full of food, as well as the freezer in the kitchen, which is like on top of the fridge. It's full of food. But every day they're buying food. And I'm like, where is it going? So then when I buy food, like for the kids' school lunches or for dinner or whatever, it gets put wherever, and it's never seen again. I don't even know what happens. It's overwhelming. Anyway, I'm done ranting about that. But it is overwhelming. I'm used to living by myself, and I'm not now. And it's going to take time to adjust, and yeah, it hasn't been easy. Like, they've been great, don't get me wrong. I'm totally not complaining about them. I love them to death. But we're just very different, and it's a little hard. So that's what I've been coping with. You can see that obviously the kids' room came together quickly and easily. It had bunk beds in there and a dresser, and that's pretty much it. There's a couple of little items like books on the floor and stuff, but nothing too crazy. I don't think I have any skill building items in there. But this here toddler room, we have a bookshelf and a dresser. I put a fish tank in here. I don't know why, but I did. Probably should have been in the other room. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably wouldn't put a fish in with the toddler. But I did do that, and I think it turned out really cute. Basically, in this house, I tried to keep the base of it neutral. So like the walls, the main walls in each room are very neutral. In most of the rooms, I added like an accent wall, but I did not add it in this one, I don't think. I think it all remains neutral. But then we're moving to the master, which is like the parents' room. And same thing, it's somewhat neutral. I do an accent wall behind the bed, but I'm going to change it out. So this little cabinet that's there is going to go away. I'm going to pull into the staircase and add a dresser in there. But I do that like after. So you're going to see it come together and then I'm going to change it. But it's okay. I tried this mirror and I liked it at first, but then looking at it, like to take a screenshot the way it would look, it looked really stupid. So I got rid of that. And I changed all the bedding and I changed all the colors. And yeah, it took me a long time. Actually, this room did take a long time too. The toddler room surprisingly came together the quickest, I guess, because like I couldn't really put much in there. A lot of the toddler things or the things you would put for toddlers are huge and they wouldn't fit. So it came together easily, but this one and the kids' room took me a little bit of time. But yeah, you're gonna watch. I pull in the wall into the stair thing there, and I tuck a dresser in there, and I put a mirror and some clutter, and it's pretty simple. Like I said, I do like it. And it would have been a good rental if I hadn't have personalized it so much. Like I put too much clutter and just too many things that made for distinct personalities. And so I thought it fit better as a residential lot. Of course, if you did decide to download this, which it is on the gallery, and I will put a link in the description below where you can find it using the hashtag K8Simsley, you could use it as a rental if you wanted. It is truly up to you. I think the lot when you load it is originally a rental. So, like, it wouldn't be a horrible thing to do. But yeah, I decided against it and I just uploaded it as a residential lot. So I put this plant here on the dresser and I put some makeup and stuff, but I ended up getting rid of the plant and instead I put a record player. I think it came maybe with the basement thing, I'm not sure, but I am changing it. But yeah, that's going to be it. After this room, we are done and we'll jump into screenshots. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Makes me happy, helps me out, and it just feels good. Leave a comment, let me know what you thought. Give me ideas if you have any, or anything you want to see. I am planning a base game build today. That's my mission. I never build with just base game, but I'm going to try and do it today. I'm not sure what I'm going to build, but I'm going to build something. But if you have any like builds or limited pack builds or like base game builds or anything you want to see, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear it. And yeah, you can find me on the gallery and any of my builds using the hashtag K8Simsley. You can find me on social media that way as well. And I'd love to see you wherever you are. And yeah, I'll play music while we go through the screenshots and finish up this room. And that's about it. Have yourself a spectacular day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
Yeah. Here's to the good days. Here's to the sorrows. If this is a mistake, I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road. Right now it doesn't even matter. It's too late not to let it go. And that's why I wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry, cause we both know it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does. We had a good run, don't say we didn't. I was your first love, and you were my first one. Cheers to all the memories, the venom and the remedy.